Man, what is the deal? What is going on? What is happening, Raider Nation? You are back for another episode here of the Raider Rundown. And today, look, it's gonna be a quick one. It's not gonna be anything crazy, not gonna be anything long, right? Like you guys know, you may have seen the video already, but we have a full show on Friday with a very special guest, Murph from Raiders Fan Radio. He will be joining us on Friday, 4 o'clock Pacific time. But I told myself, look, I'm gonna not do something today, prepare for that show on Friday. But the itch, it was calling me, man. So I gotta go ahead, talk about some news that we had today, man. So just a little bit of some Raider news, some things that I heard today that alarmed me. And that troubled me, that I definitely want to talk to y'all about, get y'all opinion, and at the same time, have a quick conversation about Tom Brady and really what he actually does, what his role is. Right. So without further ado, man, let's go ahead. Let's get this music cracking. Let's get this intro cracking. Let's get the show started. And let's go ahead and get this talk all cracking. Man, what's going on with everybody, man? Appreciate you for tapping in, like I said, for another Raider Rundown show, man. Like I said, it's not going to be long-winded today, man. Not going to be a long one. Might not even be an hour today. Going not try not to drag it all out. But there are some things that I saw, across social media, some things that, I got sent today as well that just, it concerns me about the direction of this team and where we're going. You know what I mean? It really does concern me. And I would love to come out here, just talk about it for a little bit, man. Get y'all opinion as well about the direction that we're going. But y'all already know, man, before we do that, for your regularly scheduled program, every time we come on screen, make sure you guys are tapping on the like button, on the subscribe button. Y'all, hey, like I said, the goal is 3K before the season ends. As y'all see the ticker down below, 6 games left. Thank God. Of this season, we have 6 games left, but we are at 29-11 for our sub count. 29-11, dog. We are close. Okay, we are getting close. We need 3K. All right, we are at 2,911 subscribers, bro. We are getting close. 6 games left to go ahead and get our goal of 3K before the season ends. Make sure you guys, if you know somebody that's not subscribed to the channel, make sure you get them over here. And if you're feeling what you're hearing, right? I don't say just don't give me no sympathy sub. All right. If you're feeling what you're hearing, make sure you guys are subbing to the channel as well, man. Come join the Rundown community as we try to make this the best Raider channel you can find, right? So without further ado, let's go ahead. Let's get things cracking. Before we do that, man, I know I got a couple comments in the section, right? Got a couple comments up in here. So before we really get things cracking and we really start talking about what I want to talk about, let's hit a real quick y'all know what I say. Whether I got 2, 20, 200, don't matter how many people are in the chat, man. I'm always going to show love. Always going to go ahead and shout out to my people, man. So hold up before we do that. Hold on. I'm fucked up around here. Yes, sir. So first comment in the building, man. Of course. Jack in the building, man. What's up, Raider Nation? Happy Thanksgiving Eve. Happy Thanksgiving Eve to you as well, man. Of course, tomorrow, you definitely will not see this pretty face. Okay, I will be stuffing it tomorrow. Pause. But I will be eating to my heart's content tomorrow. So yeah, you ain't gonna be seeing me, and rightfully so. Everybody chill with your fam. Don't even think about no Raider football tomorrow. Tomorrow's a day for you to be thankful for something. All right, I know good and damn well none of us are thankful for Raider football right now. So let's go ahead and try to enjoy the day. Austin Plays, man. What's going on? Appreciate you for tapping in, man. Angelica, man. What's going on? Appreciate you for tapping in. M2C, man. What's the deal with you, bro? Salute to you. Appreciate you for tapping in. The James Bing, man. Yo, what's going on with you, bro? Appreciate you. Sun Goddess, man. Appreciate you. Always a good time when Sun Goddess taps in. Appreciate you for tapping in as always. So like I said, we're not gonna draw it out today. There are just a couple of things that I want to discuss in talking about the team. You know what I mean? Just talking about the team. Now, I'm starting to lose my muster for the season because this is the thing, right? And I'm trying to preface this in a certain way. When I say I'm starting to lose my muster for the season, I mean it in this fashion. Okay. Now, last year, we were bad, right? It's hard to make content when you're bad, nonetheless, right? Regardless of it. But still, you still saw some fight. You still saw something last year, right? And even when the coaches came out and spoke, you kind of know, like, all right, bro, like, it's fucked up right now, but they're trying. They're trying. You know what I mean? At least this year, I check out because, like, when you listen to the press conferences and you listen to the coaches and then you see the product on the field, nobody cares, right? Nobody cares. There is no caring. There is no want to. There's none of that, right? And then when you listen to the team and you listen to the coaches, bro, there's a lot of bullshit that's spewed from these coaches this year, especially, right? There's a lot of shit from these coaches that, I say it all the time. They think we're stupid, right? They think we're stupid. And they come out here and they have certain anecdotes and they have certain things that they like to come out here and say and that make it seem like they're smarter than thou. When realistically, a lot of the moves that they have done this year, fans could have looked at a mile away and say that's a dumbass move, right? But yeah, regardless of it, today I definitely want to speak about things that came out today in the media, right? And I maybe have a different opinion on certain things. But at the end of the day, I really want to shed some light on it and really shed the light to say, let's pause before we just take everything to the bank. Let's pause before we take everything to the bank. So, number one, let's start with this, right? Let's start with this. Again, we're not gonna draw it out. We're gonna go ahead and do this. Today, Diana Rossini, who a couple months ago was quoted to say, a lot of negative things about the Raiders, but regardless of it, came out with her article today about Tom Brady and Chip Kelly, right? So it came out with her article about Tom Brady and Chip Kelly, really highlighting their relationship and highlighting what Brady is thinking right now, because really none of us know, right? He's all chipper on the broadcast, and everything's good in sunshine and rainbows with Brady, right? Everything's good in sunshine. Now, she reads and she says this, okay? I'm told Tom Brady was a big advocate for bringing in Chip Kelly to run the Raiders offense and has shared with some people close to him his disappointment in the team's overall performance, noting to say that his frustrations go beyond the offense as well. Beyond the offense. Now, interesting enough that she does put this and she does, end up writing this article. Number one, it shows a lot of people like to give this man a pass because it's his first year or whatever the case, bro. No, this man was a big part of what was going on this offseason with the Raiders, especially coaching quarterback-wise. Tom Brady was a big, intricate part in these things. So we can't ignore that fact, okay? So hearing this, all right, it's very interesting how this comes out, how it comes out. And it's the first thing we hear from Tom in a while, right? When it comes to anything Raiders related. When it comes to anything Raiders related, this is the first thing we hear from Tom in a while. Why is that? Right? Why is that? And before I even answer my own question, I would like to go ahead and get up in the chat real quick, see what y'all talking about. Dominique in the building, man. What's going on with you, bro? Coaches have diarrhea mouth. This year, they definitely do. They definitely do. Cheeto, what's going on, bro? Appreciate you, big dog. Man, King Alexander, man, you the man, bro. Run down love from NZ, man. Appreciate you, big dog. Appreciate you for tapping in from all the way over there as well, man. But real talk, as we continue, man. Hey, man, I really do appreciate that, man. Damn near makes my night. But as we continue, bro, we have to again see it for what it is. We haven't heard from Tom Brady this whole goddamn season, right? The whole season. Okay, I guarantee you, I've said this before. If we were fucking 8-2, Tom's face would be plastered all over the goddamn media airwaves, everywhere. Tom Brady effect here. Oh, look at Tom here. Yeah, you wouldn't get enough of Tom if the Raiders were 8-2, right? Y'all really want to wonder why this the first time we heard from Tom the whole time? It's because something that he's attached to is fucked up. So he's got to save face. See what I'm saying? Like, again, if people know within the building, or some people know that you were a part of hiring Chip Kelly, or you were a part of bringing this man in here in this losing product, when he gets fired, you got to come out and be like, well, shit, I'm disappointed in how it's going. I was a bit advocate, but I don't like it. And that last sentence right there is where we're going to go with the whole thing. But he's coming out to save face to me. This is me right now. I don't know how some of y'all feel, but personally, I feel like he be coming out to save face because he's attached to a losing product, right? Like again, when we're reading this, okay, was a big advocate for bringing Chip Kelly to run the Raiders offense. Okay, so that's your hiring. Has shared with some people close to him his disappointment in the team's overall performance. Fuck are you saying that for? This your hiring, your product. His frustrations go beyond the offense too. That right there, that little line right there, okay, let me know that blame game is strong up in there, man. That blame game to me is strong. All right, now maybe we picking up too much tea leaves, but we've been saying it for weeks. The coaches blame each other. The players blame the coaches. It doesn't fucking matter, bro, at all. It's a cycle, go round and round, right? Everybody's blaming everybody within the organization. It now extends to the tippy top. Okay, now you talk about, man, okay, in one breath, in the same sentence, we contradict ourselves in this sentence. Really want y'all to read this, okay? He was a big advocate for bringing Chip Kelly in, okay? Once that fucked up, okay, he begins to share his disappointment and all that, really not taking no accountability, but, oh, man, I'm disappointed and all that. And before we can even sit there and be like, well, you know what, Tom, you did fuck up. He goes right into switching and to say, well, man, my frustrations go beyond the offense too. You mean shit that you shit that the article says you weren't directly involved in, right? Again, we pointing fingers. He not directly involved in the defense though, right? Because he's talking about it goes beyond the offense. Well, who the fuck is in charge of beyond the offense? Apparently it ain't him, right? It's like, bro, the blame game in here is strong and it's nasty work. T. Leon says Brady is a part owner of the LV Aces, Birmingham Football Raiders. He is not a president of operations. He is just an investor. This is where I have to disagree with you. Where I disagree is that you're reading it right here. You're literally reading it right here. He was a big advocate for bringing in Chip Kelly, right? Big advocate for bringing in Chip Kelly. Another thing that we're going to talk about, that we're not going to show the whole clip because the whole clip is like 5 minutes long, right? The whole clip is 5 minutes long, and we're probably not going to read and listen to the whole thing. But I want y'all to listen to a certain piece, right? I want y'all to listen to a certain piece of this video and really see what it is. Right now, hold on. This is, let me see. This is about 38 seconds, so we can probably listen to this whole thing. That's fine. This whole thing ain't no problem, right? So this is Tom Pelissero on Chip Kelly, and some of the mishaps and things that were going on.
Just the dysfunction of the Raiders offense. There were times I was told where Chip Kelly was repeatedly botching the play calls, where he's supposed to be, for instance, tagging a motion on a play so the receiver's on the left, not the right. He forgets to say it. So Geno Smith is going to the line of scrimmage and going, this doesn't look right. And they're trying to run a play. It happened on a third down in the game the other day. There's times where Chip, I was told on several occasions, called a play that was either not in the game plan or not installed at all. Things like that happen. You're not productive. That's enough. You didn't need any extra excuses.
Damn.
But there were a lot of things that were popping up with.
Now, when you hear shit like this, number one, right, of course, he deserves to get fired, right? He deserves to get fired, bro. When you hear shit like that and you're a coach calling shit that's not on the game plan, he's fucking up his own plays. Like, what? Like, oh, yeah, he's got to get fired. But then, again, I want y'all to ask yourselves, we got to go deeper than just what we're hearing or reading. Who the fuck told him that? That's the next question, right? So it ain't Chip Kelly ain't telling on himself, right? Chip Kelly ain't going up to Tom Pelissero like, hey, man, I was fucking up the play calls. I was forgetting shit. Like, yeah, I had Geno going up there confused and all that. He's not saying that, right? Again, we read the tea leaves, okay? This whole season has been full of finger pointing and blame game, okay? So, obviously, okay, what did the nation do? What did the nation do immediately after Chip was fired? Oh, man. Yeah, that's nice. Good you fired Chip. Everybody looked at Pete. But what about your son? Huh? But what about your son? That's what everybody did. Soon as Chip was fired, right? The best way to take the heat off of your son or take the heat off of yourself as a head coach or as the coaches in general is to really highlight the shortcomings of the motherfucker that got fired, right? Which is what this coaching staff will do. They've done it multiple times. This coaching staff has done multiple things and released multiple secret articles to kind of save their own ass throughout the season. They've done it multiple times. They did it with Dante Thornton. There's multiple occasions. Dante Thornton, right? When the article came out, he ran a wrong route, and that's why Geno fucked around and threw an interception. Caleb Rogers' article, when that came out that he practiced so shitty, and it was so bad that he couldn't get any snaps in the Cowboys game before we saw Will Putnam, right? The Brock Bowers article, some of y'all might not know, right? There's an article detailing that Brock Bowers is to blame for coming back too early, right? For coming back too early and risking further injury. But you're a coach. You're the one that's supposed to mitigate that and talk about that. But here this is where we are, bro. Like, honestly, to be honest, man, I think possibly like this might be one of the worst drama-filled seasons I've seen. Right now, it's not all front line. It's not all front line at all. But behind the scenes, behind a lot of this shit, bro, this is one of the worst drama-filled seasons I've ever seen as far as this team. It's a lot of blame game shit. It's no unity. Everything is fucked up around here, bro. Everything is fucked up around here. What's funny? I swear to God, when you open the streams up to these vertical chats, y'all be trying to act so tough. Y'all be trying to act so tough behind the screen. It'd be hilarious to me. But continuing on. So that's one little anecdote, right? Who told Tom Pelissero that? All this information, who told him this? Probably the coaches, right? And another reason to highlight the blame game and the finger pointing that's going on in here, right? That highlights it all. But not only that, there is a portion within this article, right? There is a portion within this article that you see Pelissero is highlighting the fact of, yeah, Tom wanted Ben Johnson, right? He wanted Ben Johnson. He wanted this man. He wanted this man to go ahead and be the coach, right? Knew it from when Ben Johnson was with the Lions in the playoff spot, all the extra. As Pelissero is highlighting this, right? We understand how it plays out. Ben goes to Chicago, things happen like that. He then highlights the fact that maybe Tom didn't really have a plan B. Didn't have a plan B. Because if you look at the candidates that were interviewed after Ben Johnson, a lot of them were, what was Vance Joseph, fucking, Buddy from the Chiefs, I forget, Spagnuolo, you know what I mean? Like, it was a whole Robert Saleh, like, it was a whole bunch of like miscellaneous mismatch motherfuckers, right? Like that was in there, and none of them really none of them got us excited. And that's why when he started fucking with Pete Carroll, everybody was like, okay, well, he looks better than fucking Vance Joseph and all these other guys, right? That's probably what made Pete Carroll look better to the nation than honestly what it should, because we were over there interviewing scrubs, right? So looking at it and hearing Pelissero kind of talk about that, a light clicked for me was maybe his missteps weren't too hard to see, right? Maybe Tom really was doing rookie shit out here, bro, making rookie mistakes. All right, you want Ben Johnson, fine. But then you don't really have a backup plan after that, which we all know if you get Ben Johnson, that's a long-term solution, right? Long-term. So you go from like a long-term solution to like an older, shorter-term solution just like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like you have to have some type of backup plan. And now that we're really looking at it and people are highlighting it, to me, it smells like he didn't. It smells like Tom thought, hey, man, everything going to fall into place for me because I'm Tom fucking Brady. Everything going to fall into place. I'm going to get Ben Johnson. Boom. Once I get Ben Johnson, I'm going to get Matt Stafford. And boom, it all going to work out like that. But nah, bro. Nah, shit don't work like that. You a rookie, bro. There's probably some people in the league that don't want to see you succeed as a fucking GM or as an owner, to be honest. Probably not. So now when you look at some of the offseason things that were handled by Brady and the crew, a lot of the shit is frontline, and you're like, oh yeah, this is a misstep. Just a misstep. You know what I mean? Where we could have done things better. So that's another one where the title of this right here is Brady Blame Game, right? Or Brady Blame. And I think a lot of us have to really look and see that he does have more of a say than a lot of us want to admit he does. He does. Now I don't know about this Jim Gray shit that's going around, right? Because if Tom, like, what's so funny? I really don't want to give no credence to this Jim Gray shit that's going around, because if Tom is really trusting like a sports broadcaster motherfucker that's never been in football like that much to trust and run day-to-day operation, like if that's really what he's doing, I don't even know what to tell y'all, bro. Like at that point, like I probably lose all faith and hope. No capery. So like I'm gonna hold out the little reserve for hope that's not what Mark is doing. Because if he is doing that, that's beyond fucking stupid. And I'll lose all hope after that. Because like we got him calling the shots and shit. It's like, all right, there we are. You know what I mean? There we are. So it's like with him, I don't know what's going on with that, but with Brady has some say. Brady has some say, and realistically, we have to stop. As some of us as fans, we have to stop sitting there and acting like this man ain't had no control, no power, no nothing. Yes, the fuck he does, right? Mark brought this man in here for a reason. All right. Again, I want y'all to remember that remember when Spy Tech got hired? Okay. And then there was that article that came out that him and Brady went and watched hours of film in the dead of night. Hours of film in the dead of night. Then they got up in there and they was like, oh man, you know what? We can't roll with Aiden O'Connell. So what we gonna do? What we gonna do? They rolled and wheeled and deal for Geno Smith, right? That's what they did. Brady approved. He signed off. Remember the stories of Cam Miller, right? Didn't Tom sit there and approve of Cam Miller? Come on, man. This man was part of this process. It's just okay to admit that he fucked up his first year. He fucked up, right? Now, if you want to fire Pete and go in and doing all that, and redo it, sure. That would be great if that's what he can do. But as for right now, bro, like it's to me looks like he made a lot of rookie mistakes this first year. A lot of rookie mistakes this first year. And just like fans, Mark wholeheartedly trusted Tom to implement his vision, and it didn't work out. Didn't work out. You know what I mean? It didn't work out. You had a plan A, didn't have a plan B, and here we are. You scramble to try to put shit together, and nothing's clicking, nothing's meshing, and you can see it on the field, right? You can see it on the field. The vision's not being implemented on the field, bro. So y'all know what it is. Any place of employment, if from the top down, if there's already some shit that there's confusion or there's certain things in leadership at the top, then that's gonna spread on down. And that's exactly what we're seeing. Confusion, all type of shit up here with our leadership spreading down to the field. And that's what we're seeing. Now, the problem here the conundrum that we got ourselves into is that it's a lot of stubborn, prideful motherfuckers in here, bro. It's a lot of stubborn or prideful motherfuckers that are in this organization right now that if somebody doesn't at least concede or doesn't at least open themselves up to change, we're going to be stuck in mud. We're going to be stuck in mud. Now, the reason I say that is this. A choice is going to have to be made in this offseason, either by the front office or by Pete himself. Now, if it's by Pete himself, okay, now he has to decide to, one, fire his sons, and they have to be out of here. And two, he has to decide to change a portion of his philosophy, because obviously what he's spewing and what he's saying to everybody is not resonating, right? So he has to change. He has to be willing to change those things. If he's not willing to change those things, then the choice is clear. The choice can be clear for the front office and the organization. Now, this is the tough choice that I would say they have in front of them. And I don't know if it's a tough choice, but more along the lines of saying it's going to be a tough road ahead, right? So, read this earlier, definitely want to talk about this, that Pete Carroll, okay, is unwilling to step down as the Raiders head coach. Meaning, okay, he's going to have to get fired, bro. And I'll read this to y'all because it's in small print, but sources close to Raiders head coach Pete Carroll have a hard time envisioning Carroll being willing to walk away from the Raiders following the 2025 season that currently has the team at 2-9 and struggling, per Jeremy Fowler. Okay. The Raiders signed Carroll to a 3-year, $45 million deal that pays him $15 million per year. And the 74-year-old has shown he is unfit to coach another year in the NFL. It's likely the organization will have to forcefully fire him if he refuses to resign/retire at the end of the season. See, hey, now we're heading for some more offseason drama, y'all. We're heading for some more offseason drama. Another reason the title is what it is, bro. Y'all know the saying, bro. Pride comes before the fall. Pride comes before the fall, man. And right now, this is where we are, right? Pride, man. The pride has Pete not playing young players and playing rookies because he still feels like they must earn an opportunity to play in the game. The pride, has him firing Chip Kelly and keeping his sons, which are both main proprietors to struggling units, right? And the pride now to say, I can't go out like this. That's what it is. That's what it is. And a lot of people, speculate he's just going to retire to save face. Nah, bro. Now we see it. This motherfucker is very stubborn, dog. He's been stubborn every turn he's been here. Meaning that he probably has it in his mind, he can't go out like this, man. He's got to have another year to correct this shit, to rectify the mistakes. You know what I mean? And then he's going to sell you on, it's because I compete. It's me being competitive. That's just, I'm telling you, that's exactly what the fuck he's going to say. I'm competitive. I compete. I can't go out like this. I need another year. Shit, we all want things. Shit, I want his fucking salary. It's not obtainable right now, right? So it's not something I'm finna get right now. And for Pete, He wants to stay the Raiders of the head coach. The Raiders head coach. That shit ain't finna happen right now. That shit not right now. You know what I mean? Not right now. It was a good run, dog. That shit was a good run. We appreciate you and thank you for your service. But really, as of right now, for me, bro, they're gonna have to forcefully get him up out this motherfucker. They're gonna have to treat him like Jazz and the Fresh Prince and toss his ass up out the building, bro, if that's what it requires. Because for me, there's no more. There's no more. There's no more seeing what he can do. And if they really fuck around and give this man another year to see what he can do without giving AP that year, I'm already on the lines, bro. Tom don't know what the fuck he doing either. He's on thin ice, right? Tom is on thin ice with me. He already on thin ice. He got this next year. He got this, and especially if him and Spy Tech are tasked to find the new coach, he's got this next year to figure it out and do it quickly. But if he roll with him again and gives Pete another year after just coming in here off your first year thinking he was hot shit and then just firing AP because you thought you would just have it like that, yeah, Tom don't know what the fuck he's doing either at that point, right? At that point. And then we got to say it like that. So really, again, pride comes before the fall, man. Pete ain't turning down that money. That's a fact. That's a fact. He wants that bread. He wants that bread. Yeah, because if you retire, you're fucked up. I don't think you get the money, right? If you retire, you don't get that money. But if you get fired, you're on the books, right? You on the books. So you're gonna have to Mark gonna have to come out of pocket and still pay him if he fires him. If I'm getting this correct. So hey, as far as business and getting your money, get your money then. Get your money then, Pete. But as far as staying, it's over. It's over. Now, maybe it will make the decision easier for Mark because Mark ain't got to be the only one that's paying off of this, right? Shit. Tom, you want 5%, you got to pay fucking 5% of this fee. That's what it is, bro. I ain't the only one coming out of pocket for this failed fucking coach experiment. If Jim Gray and this motherfucker, everybody coming out of pocket. It is what it is, man. Find me a new coach. That's where I'm at, man. So let me go ahead and look what y'all talking about, man. My boy Space Beast in the building, man. Olsen should have made a deal. If he calls the plays, he can name the QB. No Cappery, huh? No cap. But I'm pretty sure that Olsen didn't want to be here in this position. Let's just say that, in this position. I didn't think he'd want to be in this position as far as calling plays and doing all that. Probably just wanted to be the quarterback coach. You know, Rafa in the building, man. What's going on? Appreciate you for tapping in, man. The realist, y'all should have traded Crosby. See, you a Cowboys fan, and I won't hear that. I will not hear it. No, we can't. We're out to have a top 3 pick anyway, man. It don't make no sense. We gotta show we can get this shit right first. Mario Cristobal for head coach, get him before another team does. I see a lot of people want to go the college route. Wouldn't be mad. At this point, bro, I wouldn't give a fuck if we went college. I wouldn't even care, to be honest with you, bro. I wouldn't even care if we went college and grabbed somebody off of there. Marcus Freeman, Mario Cristobal, Dan Lanning, anybody from there, bro. Like, at this point, I'm ready to grab. Space says, just fire Pete and I will spend in Raiders again. Agreed. Wandering says it's been a season to forget. 100%. 100%. I'm ready for this shit to end. That's why we have the Tinker Daniel 6 games left. And then we have fixing what I have. Coach Santa has to get ready for Christmas. No cap. Hey, for me, man, it's time, bro. It's time to get this man out of here. But like I said, look, this ain't gonna be no quick show, or ain't gonna be no long show. We ain't gonna drag this out. Just wanted to talk about those 2 quick things real quick, and really highlight some things that were bothering me. Now, we're gonna have a show Friday. Make sure you guys pull up, right? 4:00 Pacific time. We're going to be talking to Murph and really deep diving into the whole season. Today was just a little quick little thing. Get some things off our chest, man. Really talk about some of the things that came out today as far as the Raiders. But going forward, on Friday, it's going to be a deep dive, bro. And we're really going to get into it. We really might scorch earth that day, the way Murph been talking. And y'all already know how I get down when it comes to this team. We keep it truthful. Nothing more, nothing less. So y'all know how it is, man. So without further ado, man, y'all going to get hit with a quick ad right? And then after that, man, we're going to get ready to wrap it up with the rundown and get ready to get out of here. See y'all after this. Yo, what's happening, man? It's your boy Rundown. If you're depressed watching your favorite sports team on the football field, but you just can't stop buying their gear, then congratulations. You might be a Raiders fan. But listen, man, don't trip. I got the perfect thing for you, man. Here at the Rundown, we have partnered with Fanatics to bring the nation some of the freshest Raider gear that you can get your hands on. I'm talking jerseys, I'm talking hats, and you know it's starting to get chilly out here, so it's best to grab you some drip for the frosty season while you're at it as well. So tap the link in the description down below. Get you some fresh gear, man. Support the channel at the same time. It's dub for you, dub for me, even though we're not getting that many dubs on the field at the moment, man. So remember, man, tap the link down below in the description to get you some fresh Raiders gear from Fanatics. Now let's get back to the show. Yes, sir. We're going to get ready to wrap this thing up, man, with the rundown, man. You already know what it is. Rundown to today's conversation, bro. We already said it. Brady is a lot to blame. Brady is a lot to blame for what's going on, and I really want to open up eyes, because the reason I'm saying this now is when we are going into this next cycle to find a new head coach, whether hopefully might be this off season, right? And we're going to this new cycle. These are the people that are going to be hiring this coach, right? These are the people that are going to be leading us into that cycle. So we have to understand where the missteps were in this current cycle to understand where we can get better in this new one. So that's exactly what we highlight, man. And also how it might get ugly going into the offseason because Pete doesn't want to leave and he must be forced out. Now, then again, if I'm right and not mistaken, he got to get fired to kind of get that, money still and still get paid, even though he's not coaching. And if he retires, I think he voids that money. So that'd be something that we do got to look at there. It might get ugly in that standpoint. Friday, we'll talk more about this Chargers game, what that means, what we can do. You already know what the deal is, bro. That we stopped doing all this preview shit because at this point it serves us no purpose to win games, and I'm not looking at us to win any more games anyway. It doesn't even fucking matter. I don't think we're gonna win this week regardless. So Friday, make sure you turn on the notifications. If you're new to the channel, man, hit the like button for your boy, man. It's much appreciated. At the same time, hit the subscribe button as well, man. It's much appreciated. We're at 2911 as far as our sub count, man. And once we do hit the 3K, we're going to be doing a nice little jersey giveaway, man. Jersey, your choice. You let me know what you're feeling, and we'll go ahead and provide it for you, man. Color, whatever the case. So we're going to be doing that. Make sure you guys tapping all them buttons, man. Till then, we appreciate everybody here, and I'll see y'all next time on Friday, actually. And y'all know what I always say, we keep it authentic from the clouds to the ground.